muted out the line so that we can hear everyone. We'll have a very clean and clear call tonight. We want to welcome each and every one of you to the Healthy Lifestyle Call. Your host tonight is Pat Lowe, along with our national and international team now. On our team, we want to welcome you and thank you all for joining us. First of all, tonight, 10 family, I would like for all of you to keep Cheryl Church and family in special prayers. They have unexpectedly lost a lovely member of their family. You and your family, Cheryl, are in our thoughts and our prayers, and I hope that you will feel some comfort from the prayers coming from you, from all of us, your 10 families. So we are here for you, Cheryl. We're just reaching out to you and letting you know that we care, we love you. If there's anything we can do, we're here for you in your time of need. Okay, 10 families, so please keep Cheryl in your prayer, your thoughts, and send out a lot of great prayers for her. 10's Healthy Lifestyle Call, we want to invite you to learn more about 10's all-natural vitamin sprays. We want to welcome our co-host tonight, all the way from Berkeley, California, Miss Akeisha Milford. Miss Akeisha, are you out there?
I am out here, and I'm thrilled to be on the line as well. Let me just have it on record that I love you and your team. You guys are amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, Akeisha. And thank you, sweetie, for always stepping up and helping us out on the call. We greatly appreciate that for our national call. We want to give the best of the very best, and you are one of them. So first tonight, We want to learn more about these 10 amazing vitamin sprays. Akeisha, will you share with us what these amazing sprays can do for us and our health?
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. It is the utmost pleasure to do so, and I always say that it takes more than one conference call to go through each one of these sprays to do them any sort of justice. But I'm going to give it my best shot, and I'm going to try to condense it down as much as I can because they do so many different things. Mel and Amy Gill, they have done something that's absolutely phenomenal by bringing these intraoral spray vitamin and nutritional products to market. We have these sprays because of their love for their daughter, who is vitamin D deficient. And a lot of us on the call tonight can absolutely identify with that. I know tons of people who need our D power that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But I just wanted to get that out there, that this is real. We're all in this space and time on this call for a reason. And the reason is to hear more information about these dynamic and life-changing products and the business opportunity that you're going to hear a bit about later in the call. But without further ado, our first spray vitamin product is near and dear to my heart. It is the D-Power that I mentioned a second ago. And what it does is, and we can't make claims of treatment, prevention, cure of any disease, illness, or whatnot, but we know that these sprays absolutely generate results, and they do it in the most profound way. D-Power contains vitamin D3 and E. D3 is known as the sunshine vitamin, and it absolutely is phenomenal because it's for more than just bone health, but most of the cells in our bodies have vitamin D receptors. So hello, that tells us that vitamin D3 is essential to the healthy, normal functioning of our body. So you absolutely have to have vitamin D3 in your body. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, actually, and I had no idea until I started looking up these ingredients to find out what in the world is in these sprays because they work. They're natural ingredients. There are no binders or fillers in these products, so that's just another huge thing to take note of there. Okay, the absorption rate of these intraoral spray vitamins, they just dwarf every other method that you're currently using. Okay, so we're talking about your pills, your health juices, your gel capsules, those painful injections that you may have to have or know somebody who's had one. And the patches, let's say, for instance, the pain patches or the nicotine patches. This is because those sprays deliver 98 to 100% absorption of what you're getting. You spray that right into your cheek, and your cheek acts as a sponge, as Melissa Honeybee has taught myself and my team, and it soaks up those high quality ingredients, and then you have your nutrition. It's just that fast, simple, and it's absolutely effective. So that D power is phenomenal. Imagine getting the vitamin, and a lot of Americans are vitamin D deficient. It's an extremely high percentage rate that are vitamin D deficient. And it's very possible that I'd say as high as 60 to 7% of the people on this call tonight at this very moment are vitamin D deficient. That's not far-fetched. But I'm pleased to say that we have something to address it, okay? And that's just one spray. Our next spray is Super 10. And I know I'm not going in order here, but they're also phenomenal. I want to talk about the Super 10 because we just talked about this spray on another call where a business partner of mine talked about how she was taking medications to just take the edge off of her pain. And she had to live with this pain. And that's all it did. It took the edge off. But the Super 10 spray, and we're talking about, again, natural ingredients, okay? It got rid of the pain, okay? Super 10 contains 10 superfoods. It contains the most amazing ingredients. Oh, my goodness. It's just fabulous. It contains acai berry, maki berry, goji berry, astaxanthin. I could go on, but again, we need a whole conference call for that, and I do want to keep it short. But it addresses inflammation, pain, ADD. I remember a call, one of your calls, Pat, where a mom talked about how her son, who had autism, suffered from autism, changed not only his life, but the life of his doctor who was treating him because of the results that Super 10 spray managed to get for him. And it was absolutely life-changing just to be on that call to hear it, because I can go out and share that information with other people. Inflammation, it got rid of my swollen ankle, and I could go on and on. But that's our Super 10 spray. Our next spray, Slim by 10. I have a testimony about that too. I have customers who call me regularly to get that Super 10 spray. The Slim by 10 spray. And not only that, they have friends that have seen them lose the weight and they lost it fairly quickly. And so they said, where did you get that from? I want to try it. So now I have customers who have customers trying to get the Slim by 10 spray. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, actually. And then what it is that Slim by 10 has 5 powerhouse ingredients all in one. And it is the absolute most phenomenal value you could ever get in a weight loss product that is, again, natural. It contains natural ingredients, and it's safe for diabetics. It contains no caffeine. That's absolutely a must when you're talking about weight loss products, because you don't want to have issues with your heart racing and having the jitters and all the things that goes along with that. And actually, I see a lot of people on Twitter now are advertising Garcinia cambogia, Garcinia cambogia supplements, and they're posting pictures of their results. And all I can tweet is, oh, can you imagine if you have that in a spray? Well, here's our spray, and this spray contains Garcinia cambogia, which blocks the fat from even being made. And it also is a number 2 appetite suppressant. Carolina fimbriata is the number 1 appetite suppressant, and that's also in the spray. The other three ingredients, African mango, green tea extract, and green coffee extract, burns the fat. The African mango also shrinks your waistline. You couldn't want more in a weight loss supplement, and it's just healthy for you. I have another customer who talked about how after being on the Slim by 10 spray for 2 to 3 days, she just felt better. And the way she felt about her portion sizes was totally different. So that spray was absolutely life-changing for at least 4 other people besides myself who call me regularly to tell me about what it's doing for them. So I could go on and on about that spray. Our next product is our Bee Boost. Another customer of mine, she calls me about the Bee Boost, and she has a friend who's interested in the Bee Boost, and here's why. B12, it's a vitamin that people usually associate with energy, okay? And that's important. A lot of people suffer from chronic fatigue and whatnot. But I tell you, we have B Boost, which contains vitamin B3, B6, and B12, okay? Now, with vitamin B deficiency, here's what you have to be concerned about: cardiovascular health, gene deficiency, type 1 diabetes, neurological disorders, anemia, proper red blood cell formation, brain, liver, kidney, major organ health, and osteoporosis. And I could go on and on and on because these symptoms and concerns run the gamut. Our next spray that we have is our Cell Energy, and it's hands down. It's not a game changer. It goes far beyond that. With this product, Mel and Amy Gill have rewrote the rules to the game. They've absolutely rewritten the game. It's just phenomenal what the spray does. The whole world needs to be on that spray. It's like Melissa put it succinctly when she said that it's like having an immune system in a bottle. Okay, it's that important. It has glutathione in it. It's the number one and most important molecule that you need in your body. Your cells need glutathione. Just like we need water, we need glutathione. And alpha lipoic acid, it's just there's a symbiotic relationship between that ingredient and alpha lipoic acid. Alpha lipoic acid is one of the only components that scientists know of that can get glutathione to where it needs to be in the body. These products were very well thought out. The formulations were purposeful. Okay. And not only, absolutely. And this spray, it actually contains resveratrol, which is an anti-aging component. And when I started looking at the ingredients in that spray, something leapt out at me. And what it was that, wow, I thought I was aging fairly okay, but it could be a whole lot better. The people that I know that are in tip-top condition, they could be aging a whole lot better. Here they are, in great condition, eating well, living well, but they could be doing even better. Most people have never even heard of glutathione. Doctors even have forgotten about glutathione. They to be fair to them, they don't know every single thing and they can't remember every single thing. But now that we have it, it's up to us to give forth the information. We could age a whole lot better. We could live a lot better. We could have a better quality of life. And I think that what we have is an opportunity here to do that. We have this in our hands. And I always say that there couldn't be two of the most stellar individuals to have put what we have in their hands. Okay, I adore Mel and Amy Gill because of their character and from where these products came from. I've love for their own child. And they chose to get it to market so that the whole entire world could take advantage of it. Because let's be real, 7+ billion people on the planet need these sprays. There's no question about it. Preventative nutrition, daily nutrition, fast, it's easy, it's effective. They get results. There's no doubt about it. We have testimonies pouring in daily. Okay, and I could go on and on and on, but I got to turn it back over to you, Pat.
Thanks so much, Akeisha. Great job on the products as always. Well, I tell you what, as you know, Tim family, this is the most exciting part of our healthy lifestyle call coming up, learning how the 10 sprays are changing lives. These are real life people stepping up tonight and giving their testimonials. Testimonials are coming in daily to keep, so keep sharing, keep on spreading the word so we can continue to make a difference in people's health. We have a lot of work to do, Tin Family, and there are so many people, as Lakeisha said, out there that need these tin sprays. And wow, 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 are we changing lives. First up tonight, we've got a young lady, Miss Lisa Kelly. Lisa, tell us where you're from, how you were introduced to the tin sprays, and what the sprays have done for you. Remarkable story, Tin Family. So just sit back and take a listen.
Well, thank you for the young lady part. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And thank you for having me on the call tonight.
Absolutely.
I am originally from Berkeley, California, but I recently moved to Las Vegas. And I was introduced to the sprays by a coworker when I saw her using the D-Power. I became interested immediately because 2 years prior, I was told by my doctor that I was vitamin D deficient and had been taking vitamin D supplements. I had recently gone to the doctor and found out that I was still vitamin D deficient despite the fact that I had been taking the supplements. My vitamin D had changed very little, and so I bought a D-Power from her and began using it immediately. I went back to the doctor and found out that not only was I vitamin D deficient, I was also vitamin B12 deficient, so much so that the doctor immediately gave me a B12 injection.
Mm-hmm.
I soon found out, very soon after, that I had MS, multiple sclerosis. And they believe that it was caused by being vitamin D deficient and vitamin B12 deficient.
Absolutely.
And so since taking the sprays, my vitamin D has gone up from almost 0 up to 53 when I last had a blood test a few months ago. And my B12 has gone up to 200 and something.
Wow.
It is crucial for me to raise both of these things in order for me to even deal with this disease.
Absolutely.
So please tell everybody that you are coming in contact with that prevention is everything, because if you stay deficient in these things for a long time, then you can end up with this autoimmune disease.
Yes.
And not only have the sprays raised those levels, I take the D-Power, the B Boost, and the Cell Energy, as well as the Super 10. But my allergies, which I have been suffering from for over 30 years, I have not had a problem with my allergies, period, since I started taking these sprays. I am known for not only carrying around Kleenex with me, I can go anywhere without having Kleenex with me, even to bed. Wow. And I have had no problems with my allergies for the first time in my life. I used to come home and I would be so tired that I would have to go and lie in bed. And now, instead of lying in bed, I am just up. I go to bed at bedtime, and that's it. And that's for the first time in a really long time. I have also introduced my aunt to the sprays. I visited her here. She moved here to Vegas before I did, and I came here to visit her in July. And I brought the sprays with me, and I brought them out to show her. And she saw the Slim by 10, and she said, she had gained about 50 pounds. And she said, I've been taking this Garcia Cambogia, and please, can I have the Slim by 10? And since she's been taking the Slim by 10 and the B-Boost, she has lost 25 pounds so far.
Oh, wow.
And she's still she wants to lose 25 more pounds, and she has introduced the Slim to a few of her coworkers as well.
Fantastic.
It is great. So I am really, really, really excited and really, really happy that I have been taking these sprays. And I wake up in the morning and I drink a glass of water, and then I take my sprays throughout the day. And I'm very happy.
Well, fantastic, Lisa. And I have a great business partner out there, Jenny Sanchez. You may have heard her introduce herself earlier. She's from Sparks. And maybe I would love to connect you guys. Maybe you can get together and hold a TTP together and get a lot of people in and share the sprays and just tell everybody out there in Las Vegas and Sparks, Nevada about these sprays.
Oh, that would be great. Yes.
I will
Absolutely.
text you her information as soon as we hang up. Also, I would like to share with you, and I will by email, we had on Susan Rex Ryan, who is an expert in vitamin D. She wrote the book, Defend Your Life with Vitamin D. She also has written a paper on MS and vitamin D. I'm thinking I've got a copy of that paper. If I do, I'm also going to email that out to you. And I do urge you, the book is very inexpensive. It's called Defend Your Life with Vitamin D by Susan Rex Ryan. I urge you to get that book.
Thank you. I will be right on it tomorrow.
Yes, and I've got your email, and I'll take care of you with a couple of things after the call tonight. Okay, Lisa? Thank you so much. Marvelous, marvelous story. And that's what we get, Lisa, just like you're saying. Prevention is everything, but sharing these sprays, if no one would have shared them with you, look where you would be. There again, with the MS and your D levels as low as they were. And yes, that is what actually brought on your MS, is the deficiency of vitamin D. That has been proven. Also is Alzheimer's, autism, and we could go on and on and on. So thank you so very much. We loved having you tonight on the call, and I'll get some things to you after the call.
Great. You know, I also didn't mention that I had been taking injections of my MS medication and had to stop because the injection sites weren't healing up very well, and they were causing me so much pain and irritation that I couldn't even wear my clothing. And I remembered the Super 10, and I sprayed the Super 10 on, and they healed up, where nothing was making them heal up.
That is awesome, and I also will urge you to also use your cell energy as a topical.
Yes.
I was one of the first who used it, yes, on a foot injury out in San Francisco when I was out there on a 10 convention, and I fell and thought I broke my foot. And anyways, long story short, sprayed the cell energy topically on it. Could not walk that night. My foot was swollen so bad. Got up the next morning, went to that convention, and I was walking. I didn't miss a step.
All right.
Yeah, so, and I also use it topically on my face every night before I go to bed as well.
Ah.
Yeah, because it's anti-aging, so why not? So you learn a lot of great things, Lisa, by joining us on the calls. It's amazing what these sprays will do. There again, the Super 10 will help detox your body as well from any drugs and so on. So it's just a win-win what we've got going on here. And once again, thank you so much. And what a great way to take your vitamins and nutrition, right? Just spray it in your mouth.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Next up tonight, Akeisha, are you out there? Did you want to go ahead and give us your testimony? Akeisha is also a regular co-host on Mr. T's call at 8 o'clock every Tuesday and every Thursday. Akeisha, go ahead and tell us a little bit about what the 10 sprays have done for you, dear.
Oh, wow. They've done so much for me. And so I have to choose which testimony I'm going to give. But just because Lisa, Yeah, just because Lisa mentioned that she had a problem with having to go down for a nap, at the most inconvenient times. That's what I'm going to share. I was a student at one point recently, and I was vitamin D deficient, vitamin B deficient, and I'm sure I had like the toxins in my body. I'm sure they were like going nuts. So in other words, I was in bad shape. It got to the point where I would have to be very rested. Like I was going to bed at 9 o'clock at night just to get enough rest to get up in the morning to get to class. So I get up, get dressed, get to class, that walk to class. And it was only a few blocks away. It would totally wipe me out. Sitting up in the chair for an hour, hour and a half would wipe me out. I would have to go home between classes and take naps. It was as if instead of college, I was back in preschool. So I was like just taking naps throughout the day just to get through the day. And that was as early as January this year. Well, fast forward to me getting on the sprays this April. And I also had asthma. I was short of breath all the time. And the reason why I said when I talked about the products that vitamin D, the D Power product that we have is close, near and dear to my heart, is because that was the spray that I started with. Okay. I started that spray April 17th. And 2.5 weeks later, I noticed that I wasn't short of breath anymore. And not only that, I had misplaced my inhaler somewhere. I always knew where that thing was. It was either in my pocket or my purse. I never forgot that thing. I had no clue at that point where my inhaler was, and I was using it pretty frequently before I started the sprays. And I didn't know where it was because I hadn't had to use it. And that was totally like opposite of what my health picture was before that. So I was just blown away that this little spray tube had affected my life so profoundly, because people with asthma are all wrapped up in like 24 hours a day. It's about keeping that asthma under control, because just one little loss of breath could take you out at any given time. And I don't mean to sound so dramatic, but for asthmatics, it is just that dramatic.
Very dangerous.
So it was like, I know people, and I know of people who have passed away because they have asthma. And so it was a serious thing. For me to say that I didn't know what my rescue inhaler was, that was a huge turning point. Also, I had been on all kinds of drugs. I was on Qvar, I was on Ventolin, I was on albuterol, I was even taking the prednisone pills. I was on one of my favorite ones. I forget what it is. How ironic, because I don't need it. But it was like the best med out there for addressing the symptoms of asthma. But it never worked. It did not take away the shortness of breath. It like over a long stretch, I still had asthma. I still lived as if I had asthma. And I sound so passionate and charged up about it because right now I'm living as if I do not have asthma. There was one point where I couldn't even work. There was a time where I was working out 3 times a day. That's what I love to do. I love to be in shape. I love to work out. I love to stay fit. I was in the gym one time and I was having heart palpitations after 5 minutes into my workout. It scared the daylights out of me. I left the ball rolling on the floor. I turned around and I politely walked myself home. It was so scary. I didn't know what was going on. That was my first episode of having heart palpitations, and it just got worse from there. My health absolutely tanked. Got on these sprays. I didn't have problems with heart palpitations, and I tell you that to somebody who knows what that feels like, it is terrifying. So that, again, it was life-changing for me. And I can tell you that I know I'm not the only one. To have these life-changing sprays come into my life, let me tell you something. This is going to cause a ripple effect out across the planet, okay? And that's why I always refer to this as revolutionary and life-changing. This is a historical moment in time where people will be able to say, I got my health back.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't by medication.
Absolutely. And all we have to do, Akeisha and Lisa and all of our Kin family out there, just keep on sharing these sprays, because
keep on sharing.
You every day you have a choice to make to be able to change someone's life just by speaking up and just by showing them what you have. It's just totally amazing. Thank you so much, Akeisha. Great testimony as well, and I know you got a lot more, so we'll have you back again so you can do more. I know you've got another one or two under your hat. So please remind 10 family that 10 does not make any medical claims to treat, heal, cure, or prevent any diseases. But as you saw tonight, we can provide you with real live people like tonight who will share their testimonials and tell you what 10 has done for them. I, too, have a marvelous testimonial. I'll share with you sometime, Akeisha. But I, too, everybody out there has got testimonials. So, all right, next up tonight, we're going to talk about what's going on in 10. There's a lot of great things going on in 10, as always, especially these great testimonies, changing of lives. We've got a Super Saturday in Indianapolis coming up on the 6th. Indianapolis, Indiana, hosted by Vicki Soto and her team with the guest speaker and trainer, DCQ qualified. Pastor Dale Wafer is going to be there in the midst of all that and doing a fabulous job training as always. Corporate call on Monday, September the 8th at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time and 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time with the one and the only Mr. Mel Gill, our CEO. So join us, family, and get your guests and your team on this call. Our CEO, Mr. Mel Gill, he always has something great to share and something going on in 10. So just keep that in mind. Next Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Be on the call. You won't regret it. And here's what's happening locally and in our surrounding areas. Greensboro always has a TTP every Thursday at Milano's Pizza at 343 Carolina 68. Join us at 6 p.m. For the presentation. Invite your guests and learn more there. Hosted by Miss Melissa Honeybee, Sherry Reed, and myself. Thursdays in Hickory, North Carolina at 7 p.m. at the Le Grand Day Salon, 252 3rd Avenue, Northwest Hickory. There's also a TTP hosted by Lori Clinton Smith and also Pat Benfield. So make sure you make it to these local TTPs and get your guests there. We had a fabulous Super Saturday in Danville, Virginia on November the 22nd. And you know, I've been out a little under the weather and was in a car accident, so I couldn't be on the calls for a couple weeks or so. But I cannot let this go by and not share what great fun we had, great testimonies. We had a great presentation. And I also want to congratulate Kenitra Priest from Greensboro, North Carolina. She won the prize for most guests. She brought 6 people in attendance. So you go, Kenitra. Great job with spreading the word about 10. We also had a very powerful presentation done by Pat Benfield. We want to thank her and recognize her for doing such a great job as well. So be sure to invite your guests to all the TTPs in your areas so they can learn how to change their health. Akeisha, let's learn how to stay connected in 10.
Absolutely, Pat. And it just so happens that I closed the screen that I was supposed to be reading from. But I'm going to go ahead and pull it back up.
Pull that back up?
Yeah, I'm going to do that right this second. I know that this concerns the many conference calls that we have going on in the company. And let me tell you, that is, yes, and it empowers your team. It helps you stay connected. And let me tell you, that it's one of the most phenomenal resources that you could use in the company, because that's exactly how I got started. When I first got started, I was so hungry that I wanted to learn everything I could. And one of my tools was the conference calls. And so let me go ahead and pull that right up. I have it right here because it absolutely is important.
It is important. Just see what all we've learned tonight about Lisa's amazing story. I love the testimonials, just knowing that we're reaching out and touching lives and changing lives. And, you just can't help but be passionate about the 10 sprays because they are just a number out there. All right.
Absolutely. I am ready. So listen, make a commitment to be on the call throughout the week because guaranteed, just as Pat has said, you will learn something, okay? And it's exposure of this information. These calls will help spread the word about Team Effort Network and these amazing, amazing vitamin sprays, okay? So the daily calls, Monday through Friday, with our lovely Pastor Denise and the ultimate trainer, Pastor Daryl, 11 a.m. Listen in and you will learn a lot. And that's Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Every Tuesday and Thursday evening at 8 p.m., show up and take a listen to the Show Me the Money Call by Mr. T. Join Pat Lowe and Cheryl Church and the National International team because they are back here every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is a huge one. We will be headed back to Las Vegas in February 2015. So let's get ready, 10 family, to celebrate 10's first year's birthday. This is going to be amazing. So again, that's Las Vegas in February 2015, the first year anniversary. Happy birthday, 10 family. It's going to be amazing. Back to you, Pat.
Amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, also, I want to 10 family, all of you to join us back here on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the lovely and the fabulous, this is December the 4th, this coming Thursday, our guest speaker, fabulous coach, Nikisha Bond will be here. So you do not want to miss Nikisha's training. This girl is off the chain. I'm telling you, I just love listening to her. She's just a world of knowledge. When it comes to training, she can train it. So be back on the call. You'll enjoy every minute of it and learn more about how you can build your 10 business. Well, Akisha, I want to thank you so very much for co-hosting tonight's call, the Healthy Lifestyle Call. And do you have any closing thoughts that you would like to share?
Yes, absolutely. And it has to do exactly with that, sharing. I don't care who you come across with, who God allows your path to cross paths with this week. Share the product. Share what you know. Don't be shy. I tell you, you would not believe it, but I'm not a talker.
You're kidding me. You're kidding.
These sprays are troublemakers. They have caused me to talk to people. Yes, I would not be talking to the people that I'm talking to, but I cannot not share what I know about these products because I know they have changed my life. And if they have done what they've done with my life, oh my gosh, I can't not share with people. So share.
It is amazing, Akisha, I tell you what. And this is just too great to keep a secret, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Just look, if someone had not shared with Lisa tonight, she would not be as far along as she is with her D back up and her nutritionist coming back up. I mean, just think about just her story alone. It's just amazing. Well, special thanks to you as co-hosting. And once again, great job. Lisa, Kelly, thank you so very much. And also you, Akisha, for your sharing your amazing story about the 10 sprays and how they've changed your lives. You know, 10 family, as they always say, facts tell, 10 family, but stories sell. So keep on telling your story everywhere you go and sharing. All you have to do, 10 family, is keep on spraying, keep on sharing, making it your daily goal to share 10 sprays with as many people as possible so you too can change lives. Let's share this marvelous gift of health that we have. So there you have it, 10 family. Will you choose to make a difference in other people's lives and share the 10 sprays on a daily basis, or will you choose to keep 10 sprays to yourself? I hope that's not true. I hope that you too want to change and help us all change a life one day at a time, one spray at a time. Well, there you have it, 10 family. This call is ended. We want to say goodnight to family and friends. Thank you all, and we want to remember to stay 10 connected, share this most valuable gift of health, and we'll see you back here on Thursday night for Miss Nikisha Bond, and then next Monday night, don't forget our corporate call with our own Mr. Mel Gill, our CEO. So be sure that you're there on the December Jumpstart call. We'll see you back here Thursday, and thanks for joining us tonight, 10 family, and stay connected. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Akeisha.